What's good, peeps? Self-isolation, day 30. I think it might be more than that. I think it's more than day 30. I'm pretty sure it is, but let's just say it's day 30. For the milestone, I decided to give myself a little shape up. I caved, right? I didn't actually want to do anything. I didn't want to shape up, or I didn't want to cut off my receding hairline just because I thought I ain't going nowhere, right? But then I thought of that saying. What's the saying? Look good, feel good. Not saying I look good right now before anyone tries to destroy me in the comment section. But yeah, I caved, people. I caved. All right, we've got a few random stories today. Obviously, the thumbnail is about Andy Ruiz. But before we talk Andy Ruiz Jr., this isn't clickbait or anything. We are going to talk Andy Ruiz Jr. I've never understood that clickbait thing. Every time people have accused me of clickbait, I'm like, what is the point of that? It's not like I'm getting 20,000 views, is it? Like, it's not like YouTube is paying me fucking thousands and thousands of pounds. So why am I going to clickbait you? All right, first thing, David HAYE. I see the tabloids are running with the story. David HAYE considers coming out of retirement to face AJ or Fury. That's not kind of what he said, right? That's definitely taken something out of context, right? If you go and watch the full interview with Behind the Gloves, the interview was done by Michelle Joy Phelps. During that interview, she asked David HAYE the question, and he said, you know, winner of AJ Fury. But I think he said it as a joke, if I'm honest with you. You got to watch it, right? Sometimes when you read something, it's very different because you can't see the person's body language and all that kind of stuff. But it was a joke. He then went on to say, sorry, that he watched AJ versus Ruiz in Saudi Arabia, and it's like, that would be difficult to beat. Like peak HAYE would struggle to beat that. Then he said he watched Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, and he said peak HAYE would struggle to beat that, right? So he's clearly not coming out of retirement. How old's David HAYE? 40, 41? Still looks in fantastic shape. Maybe that's what it is, right? Still looks great. But the last time we saw David HAYE was against Tony Bellew, those fights back to back. And look, aside from his body falling apart, as it did kind of in both fights, more so in the first fight, obviously, right? The Achilles problem. We saw the punch that Tony Bellew put him down with. And Tony Bellew is considered a puncher. Can you imagine what AJ would do? Right? Can you imagine the problems Fury would cause? These guys are massive. They're massive. And one thing about David HAYE is like, it's almost like he's shrunk, right? You see, like most fighters kind of post-fight kind of just, like, if it's fat or muscle, they just get bigger. David HAYE is almost shrunk. I'd love to know what he weighs now. He definitely weighs less than he weighed for his fight against Tony Bellew. Like, no doubt in my mind. So David HAYE is too small for the land of the giants. Even peak HAYE could be too small. Don't get me wrong, I think peak HAYE would hang. I really do, right? I'm not going to discredit him. I know some people are saying, yeah, but he beat no one. I hate when people do that, right? Where they go back and they look at it on BoxRec, and now they say, well, only Audley Harrison. Who else did he beat? Ruiz, Monty Barrett, all those guys. But no one was saying that back then, right? Back then, we're saying he's dismantling them, right? He's too fast, too strong, too powerful. So I'm not going to be one of those people that look back and say, yeah, but he didn't beat. David HAYE was legit, people. Legit. All right, what else? Amir Khan, I just thought about this, by the way, for some reason. I don't know why. Amir Khan hasn't been honoured by the Queen yet. Do you find that a bit baffling? Is it just me? Is it just me? If it's just me, then hands up, it might just be me. But I don't even know why I was thinking about it. That's it. I was on Twitter, and I was seeing the stuff that Amir Khan's doing with his foundation, right? He's delivering food boxes to the elderly. He obviously offered up his building to the NHS. The Amir Khan Foundation's been going for a few years now. What else? I think he's got a boxing school up in Manchester or Rochdale, somewhere around there. And obviously he's boxing, right? I mean, Olympic silver medalist, world champion. I think the best 140 pounder at one stage. Why does that not deserve an MBE? Why? I don't know what it is. What is it? Is it because on his shorts he sometimes has the Pakistani flag? Is that what it is? I mean, let's be honest. Let's have a conversation about it. Amir Khan should be an MBE. Should be. What's the American versions of these things? Right. I'd like to know. I'd like to know what the American version of a knighthood is. Because we have some, like Andy Murray I'm sure is he Sir Andy Murray? Or is it just me? I've got to check this. Sorry, peeps. I've got to check this. Is Andy Murray Sir Andy Murray? Let's have a look. I'm going to like go crazy if he is. Surely he isn't. He is. Andy Murray is a sir. Come on, behave. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't care if he's won. What has he won? 5, 6 Grand Slams and Olympic gold, which Federer let him win. So you're a sir, and Amir Khan can't even get an MBE. I don't know. Guys, I've started putting content on my Patreon account. If you are interested in that, there is finally content, and there is going to be content every single day. I'm actually enjoying it. So I'm going to film a couple more podcasty type things today. There is a couple on there. Sorry, there is 2 on there now. One is titled, I should have been a professional footballer, which is true. I'm not joking. And the other one is about this green chair. So yeah, go and check it out if you are about that. Yeah. All right, let's talk Andy Ruiz Jr. This is the story that was, I think it came out about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago? Yeah, but I think people skipped it. And I think it's actually, quite big news. Andy Ruiz Jr. wants to join Saul Canelo Alvarez's team and work with trainer Eddie Reynoso. Now, I say join Saul Alvarez's team just because obviously Saul Alvarez is trained by Eddie Reynoso. Reynoso or Reynoso? Reynoso or Reynoso? Should we say Reynoso? Reynoso. We'll say it that, yeah? Let's read what Andy Ruiz Jr. has said. Remember, Andy Ruiz Jr. doesn't have a trainer yet, left his former trainer. There was rumors about Teddy Atlas, but that hasn't obviously transpired, sorry. So let's see what he says. He said, we're talking with Canelo's team. I think that would be a good one for me to join if we go that way. Right now, there hasn't been any contract signed, but I would like to go with Team Canelo, which is good. Reynoso said to ESPN as well, it would be an honor to work with the first heavyweight champion of Mexican descent. What else has he said? I think that's it. That's pretty much it. So not that much, right? He's then gone on to, I think Manny Robles has then gone on to say a few things about how difficult it was towards the end with working with Andy Ruiz Jr. We all know what happened with Andy Ruiz Jr. Not getting in shape for the Anthony Joshua fight. So that's a shame. You know what? I like this. I like this a lot. And if you're going to do it, now's the time to do it, right? There is no boxing on. He has no scheduled fights. Now's the time to sign up with a trainer of that ilk and get in the gym. Get in the gym now. And after this quarantine period, come out the gym like a new man. So I think this is a great matchup. Not just because I think Reynoso's a great trainer. I think we all have seen what he's done with Canelo, right? Canelo, arguably, I don't know, top 3 pound for pound fighter right now. Some people say number 1, right? Some people say number 1. So it's not just that, not just because I think tactically there's a lot to work with Andy Ruiz, just because I think Andy Ruiz almost needs to be in the gym with someone that he respects and looks up to. And I'm not trying to say maybe he didn't, but he probably didn't respect Robles, right? It's true. I think Canelo and Reynoso in the gym with him, I mean, how can you not respect them? How can you not work when they're in the gym working? He's going to work, right? He's going to work. And I've said this about Andy Ruiz Jr. on this channel a few times. If Andy Ruiz Jr. can drop, I mean, what was he against AJ? 293. Fucking hell. If Andy Ruiz Jr. can drop, let me just be sort of conservative here, 30 pounds, right? I mean, it's a different beast. It's a different beast. If he can drop 50 pounds, 50, if Andy Ruiz Jr. can come anywhere around that 240, 250 mark, then, I mean, he's going to be a beast. He is going to be a beast. Plus, let's be very brutal and honest about this, he might get some clenbuterol. Ade. All right, let's get serious. But no, if Andy Ruiz can drop 40, 50 pounds, he'll be a beast. And again, with Canelo in the gym with him, right, you're going to have to work. You're just going to have to work, because we know Canelo's work ethic, right? Canelo doesn't care about the limelight, doesn't care about the bling bling. Yes, he has all these things, but he doesn't care about them, right? Andy Ruiz, you could say in the last sort of 6 to 8 months has started to kind of care about those things rather than care about boxing. And I think Canelo would inspire him. That's a guy that's worth hundreds and hundreds of millions, but still literally goes balls to walls every single time. Balls to walls? You know what I mean, right? Every single time. And if he can do it, and he's worth the money he's worth, right? And he's pound for pound #1, right? And he's the Mexican great and all these things, then why can't Andy Ruiz? So I think, aside from the fact that Reneso is a good trainer, which he clearly is, I just think being in and around that environment, the environment of winners, I think it's a great move for Andy Ruiz Jr. And I hope he does it. I really do. And I hope he does it now. What I don't want is that he waits to, he's got a fight announced, then he gets in camp. I hate that. Get in camp now with someone, learn some stuff, right? And then let's see what you've got, right? That's what I think anyway. So that's the quick news. It's not a long video, is it, to be honest? This must be really pissing off the guy that says, oh, Ade drinking coffee is cringe. Sorry. Sorry, people. You know what? Final thing. This is so I apologize, right? Final thing. It just come to my head again. Josh Taylor. I don't know why, but I was thinking, are we Brits underappreciating or underrating Josh Taylor? I don't know why, just thinking about it. Josh Taylor is a unified 140-pound champ. That's unbelievable, right? Josh Taylor's, I think he's better than Ramirez. I mean, up to debate, right? Up to debate, but I think he is. So Josh Taylor is the #1 140-pounder on the planet. And I just don't think he gets enough credit. I don't know what it is. I just, sometimes, obviously I'm on these boxing forums, obviously on social media, everyone's talking about the fights. We're always constantly talking about AJ. We're talking about, who are we talking about all the time? Tyson Fury, Dillian White, always the heavyweights, right? And I just don't see Josh Taylor getting enough praise. So this is my 40 seconds of giving Josh Taylor a salute and some praise, because he deserves it, because I think he's a fantastic boxer. I really do. And I can't wait for him to move up to 147. Like, would he beat a Danny Garcia now? Would Josh Taylor beat Danny Garcia? That's a good matchup. I wouldn't want to see him against Sean Porter. No, I think that style's awful. But Danny Garcia, that really is just a boxing match, whereas a Sean Porter's like a WWE/wrestling/jiu-jitsu match. You know, I don't think he's built for that yet. But that'll be an interesting fight, right? But yeah, that's my Josh Taylor appreciation. Peace, people. Enjoy the day. Get your hour of allotted government walk-in time and stay safe. Guys, sorry, it's me again. I'm back. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, please like and share the videos. It really does help the channel a lot. And if you want to support the channel, I do have a Patreon account. The link is in the description. All right, I'm done. Peace.